Yeah, what are you doing?
On 100 Gex ticket.
My name is Emily. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns. I don't care too much about it, in all honesty. Not as that they don't matter, but I don't care about what people use for me, but yeah.
I'm Donchi. I use she, her pronouns.
I'm David. I use he, him pronouns.
I'm Gwen. I use she, her pronouns.
I'm Colin. I use he, him pronouns.
I'm Kat, and I use she, her pronouns.
I'm Sam, and I use he, him.
Are you going to the 100 Gex concert?
Yes, I am.
Hyperpop. Like electric
Yeah.
pop. Yeah.
Of like emerging hyperpop, sure, I think so. I think hyperpop is like sort of evolving now, but I also think it's like sort of fizzling out and it's becoming something new, like other than hyperpop.
That was a good answer.
Okay.
I don't have anything better than that.
Like, have they always had that kind of high-pitched voice?
Yes, that's like their whole thing.
It's like EDM, but like cooler.
What I know about them because my sibling did this whole like basically like trans radio show, and like that had this whole, and we read this book about like pop music and trans people.
It was also like being in quarantine. It was like my brain was getting stimulated in a way that hadn't been in so long, which was very refreshing.
Savino Barilli, he, him pronouns.
I think it's like post-hyperpop almost.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I could say that.
Yeah, it definitely started something new. I would say for sure. If not just spin-offs, then something definitely that had never. I mean, I don't want to say it had never been done before, but definitely not very much.
Yeah,
by a lot of people.
It's like more. I feel like it's just like more like tumultuous than like other hyperpop, but. Yeah.
100 Gex, I've heard them. Naturally, as a clown, I am in favor of absurdism, and they are absurd.
I think they do that stuff the best. They're good at making like the like hyper pop, super crazy, like ramped up style of music and like taking everything to the extreme.
I don't want to sound insensitive, but I thought I was having a seizure when I heard them. I was like, what the wow. Anyway.
Like just like it, you know, because it's just they
like a lot
to
of
go
shock
crazy.
value.
There's a lot of shock value, and people like that.
And it's always fun to meet someone who doesn't know them and then show them that, and then them being like, what the fuck is this? And then hearing the whole, this isn't music!
Now talking business, aiming with your weapon. I was on your hit list, I felt the compression. Never go, I want your studio. You won't think of words when you write it up. You just hear me singing the song. You think that's okay, you just sing along. You just copy everything we do. If I wasn't me, I'd copy me too. You just copy everything we do. If I wasn't me, I'd copy me too.
During peak quarantine. Good. Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was a little different. It was fun music, right? I never heard that type of thing before, but it sounded almost like a hip house kind of freestyle mix. That's way back in the 90s. It ain't for the parents.
Oh, it's the music comedy. Okay.
That was, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. I'm Mackenzie, I use she, her pronouns.
If you could pull out one emotion from what the song made you feel, what would it be?
Like the feeling you get when you're dancing in a club with a lot of people, like that type of vibe.
Kind of like I'm having an anxiety attack, but like in a good way. Like a panic attack, but then like the release from a panic attack.
First time you heard 100 Gex anyways.
Well, I was actually in a car driving. I was on campus, Trinity campus.
Definitely not as overwhelming as when I first heard it, which was my friend speeding around our suburb, me hungover in the back seat with that playing at full blast. That was not very fun. So yeah, I think that answers that.
And my boyfriend at the time had shown it to me actually, and he put it on and he's like, you need to check this shit out. It's so different than anything I've ever heard. And I was like, huh, okay. And then he put it on and he started doing donuts in the parking lot over and over again, and I was like, holy shit, this fucking music. This shit changed me. I honestly think that they're pioneers to a whole new movement.
It kind of reminds me like a more 2020 version of like the old 2010s pop music, where everybody just talks about like dancing all the time. Yeah. Obviously the lyrics are a lot deeper, but like the sound is pretty similar. Like it's very dancey, it's very electronic.
But I guess like as far as party music, and I think more so like early 2000s club music and that sort of thing. That's what I consider to be like party music. I think that falls more so under like hyper pop.
I first started listening, I'm a sophomore in college now, but I first started listening when I was a senior in high school, and I remember my friend Damien was super into hyperpop, and he was like, you need to listen to them, and I was like, they're so bad. But then I just kept on listening to them.
When I first listened to them, they were like nowhere near my genre that I would listen to. I had one of my friends like send me one of their songs, and I was like, what the fuck is this? What is going on? But then a year later, I found their music again, and I was like, this is great.
So I'm excited for something, not just a concert, like an experience.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of people really letting loose and like really enjoying themselves. I just think there's going to be a really good energy in the room. Because it's like live music is back, and Gex is just so like earnestly fun that I think people are just going to be going crazy. And I think it's going to be really fun.
I expect to see Laura less. I expect to see Laura less, and I expect to see Dylan wearing that fucking wizard hat thing. That's what I expect to see. Anything else, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just overall very excited. And I'm even more excited now that they're coming to Burlington. I don't have to make the trek up to Montreal.
I don't have any expectations really. I'm just going and thinking that it's gonna be crazy. I mean, I don't really listen to them. I've just like heard a few songs, and I haven't been to a concert in like 2 years.
I guess I could definitely see people partying to 100 gags. I would party to 100 gags.
How you feeling, huh?
On what?
Are you a big fan?
No. He has no idea what he's about to get into.
They beg to take, they say there's nothing major, and they promise to be back.
Whoa, red light. Is there a gas station by?
Yeah, right here.
I want to stop by.
Do you want to?
I can pull over. I'll just stop right now. Yeah.
If you could name an emotion their music makes you feel, what would it be?
Excitement. Energy. I don't know. I just get lots of energy when I listen to their music.
I love it. I think the costumes and the energy, just the enthusiasm is fantastic. So I can't wait to see the show.
Just seems electric, honestly.
Yeah.
If I could use a word, it'd be electric.
It's gonna be crazy.
I know it's a K-pop band, right? So no, it's like hyperpop. Hyperpop. Okay, I'm more rock and roll. I shall see.
My favorite Gex song?
Yeah.
Definitely Stupid Horse. I'm gonna be going off when that shit comes on.
Push him down to the ground and I punch him in his face. Yeah, I stole his phone, I put him in his place.
How did you first discover 100 gex?
Well, my sister actually showed me 100 gex. She's younger than me, so it might be kind of surprising. But
What song?
I think Stupid Horse. Yeah. I think it was Stupid Horse, and my sister is really trendy, and she showed it to me so early, so props to her.
I go by she, her.
My name is Leah, I go by she, her.
I'm Nicole, I go by she, her.
I'm Maya, I go with she, they.
Oh wait, I have to think about it for a second. Now I know. I'm Devin.
I'm Kate. I'm Gretel.
I'm Timmy, he, him.
Okay, are you guys really excited for the 100 Gex concert?
Yes, we're so excited.
So excited!
So excited.
Y'all dressed up, Halloween concert. I'm just excited to dance with everyone.
I'm excited to experience like their music in. You like gum? Yeah, like and feel it. You know, I want to feel the music.
Yes, I'm excited to
feel
feel the music and see Laura Les in real life.
Yeah.
I need to see Laura Les in real life.
I like 745.
I know Machine is my favorite song by 100 Gex.
But it's a really good song.
I love Money Machine.
And
Dumb is my
ringtone.
favorite.
No, wait. Can I
Dumb
be
is
sorry?
my favorite.
Okay.
excited right
Ringtone remix featuring KKB, Rico Nasty, and Charlie XCX is my favorite song by 100 Gex.
I always like to see like trans representation in music, and to have like someone like Laura Les be so successful is really nice to see.
Interesting, because I've been listening to this rapper 645AR. So for a second I was like, oh, maybe they're kind of like using his style.
Hyperpop, something that's like been curated by our community. It's always nice to see people succeed in something that they curated.
And my favorite 100 Gex song is Bloodstains.
What's making my favorite 100 Gex song?
Name a few that I like. Yeah, I guess I like Get to You. Oh yeah, Get to You.
I like Dog Food.
I like a lot of like Laura Les's stuff that's like on SoundCloud. Like I love her London Bridge remix. That's my favorite actually. So, and I love also her song Haunted. That's one of my favorite songs. So.
Hyperpop is like musical chaos in a way, and that's the only type of chaos that we could get at the time. So I think that was definitely the voice that we needed. Are they the all-encompassing voice of the generation? I don't know, because I feel like I don't even know where our generation is anymore. I would think that I guess, because I don't know, if I'm thinking about like people around here, maybe maybe like people that I'm friends with, yeah. But for my like Republican cousin in Florida, probably not. Probably not. So I think it's really just person to person. And I'm not sure if that was a sufficient answer or not, but it's the answer I gave.
Experience.
Okay. It was literally crazy. So, going in.
It was crazy. Everybody was moshing, and there wasn't a place to have fresh air. No fresh air.
The one respite. Sorry. The one respite was in the front. There's like this air pump coming in, and you could feel the cool air coming, and it was like the only source of air in the room. My body being lifted through all the people. Crazy experience.
Can I have one thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Literally like so tight, right? And then I take a single break, get some water, run into my boss at the bar, and he's getting a Citizen Cider. And I tell him, do not go into the mosh pit. And then I drop my water on the ground because then Crazy Horse came on, so I had to run in there.
What do you want me to do?
That's crazy. I also have some lost shit in my eyes. Do you see what it is?
Stupid horse, I just fell out of the Porsche. Lost some money in my bank account.
Pick it up.
Stupid horse and a swordfish dance. I'm spending my money on fish necklaces. Go, 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 go so fast now. Go, 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 go so fast now. Racing horses at the dirty one. I'm never getting lucky. I never have any money. I never win any money. Stupid horse, I just fell out of the Porsche. Lost some money in my bank account. Oh no. Stupid horse, I just fell out of the Porsche. Lost some money in my bank account. Oh no. Stupid horse, I just fell out of the Porsche. Lost some money in my bank account. Oh no. Stupid horse, I just fell out of the Porsche. Lost some money in my bank account. Oh no. Stupid horse, I just fell out of the Porsche. Lost some money in my bank account. Oh no. Stupid horse, I just fell out of the Porsche. Lost some money in my bank account.